Hey everyone, Leah here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about challenge groups. So challenge groups are the cornerstone of our coaching business because it is how we get people results. Now, no other company has the full package. We offer the workout programs, we offer the nutrition, and of course Shakeology, which is the best shake on earth, and we offer that support piece of us as their coach, which we are absolutely priceless. So I read a statistic that 80% of people who have peer support are successful in their health and fitness journey, and only 10% of people without peer support are successful with their health and fitness journey. So that just gives you a little idea of how absolutely crucial that we are to their health and fitness journey. It's because we offer that sense of community via our challenge groups. So what exactly is a challenge group? It is exactly that. It's a community where not only do we help inspire and encourage them, but they also check in daily that they did their workout and that they had their Shakeology that day. Now, you can do it in a couple different ways. You can use Facebook groups and create your group online, or you can use the free app that Beachbody's created called the My Challenge Tracker. And in that app, you can check off that you had your shake. You can check off that you did your workout, and you can also post in advance, so you can schedule your posts. You can also post 3-minute or less videos. Now with Facebook, the good thing about Facebook is that you are unlimited with your videos, and you can also go live in a Facebook group. Now some people do both. So your challenge groups can be set up in whatever ways helpful or works for your lifestyle. You can do 21-day groups, you can do 30-day groups, you can do quarterly groups, you can just have one large group, whatever works for you and your lifestyle and what programs that you are all doing. In the end, this is your business. So when I first got started, I did only one program because I had only ever done one program, 21-day fix, and that's not saying it's necessary, but it was comfortable for me. So I hosted 21-day fix challenge groups, and they were 21-day long groups, and that worked for me. So when you're posting your challenge groups, you do not need to be worried about not coming up with content, because if you go into Team Beachbody and go into training, there are challenge group guides for every single program, including multi-program groups. So I currently run multi-program groups. The only time I don't run multi-program groups is when there is a new product launch. Like for example, the 80-day obsession, I'll probably do an 80-day group, and it all be centered around 80-day obsession. Not saying that you can't let other people in that are not doing 80-day obsession, because in the end, your posts about recipes and inspirational posts apply to everybody. So my content will just be a lot about 80-day obsession. As far as posts during your challenge group, now you want to take those challenge group guides and give them a little bit of your personality. So when you're just getting started, it's totally fine to just use those challenge group guides, but as you go on, you're going to want to give it some kind of flair to you and the people that you attract. For instance, right now I'm doing a Halloween themed group, which is a Walking Dead themed group. And next month I am doing a Miracle Morning themed group, which is a personal development book that I love. So what I'm going to do is to start to invite to my group is you want to invite about 2 weeks out from the start of your group. And it could even, be 3 weeks if you like, but 2 weeks I start to talk about pain points. For instance, I'll post about, are you a morning person? What does your morning routine look like? And once I see that there are a lot of people out there that are struggling with this, then I go in and after I've breadcrumbed, I invite do a call to action post about my upcoming group. And my upcoming group is the Miracle Morning group. So I'll say, are you struggling with your morning routine? If so, I have this group going on, and contact me for more details or more info. And then hopefully the people that are struggling with that contact me, and then I can give them the details about my group in private via Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, or you can give them a call or email. So after I've invited to my group, you get all your groups set up, you can schedule your posts. You want to make sure that you're always checking in with your challengers behind the scenes as well. So once you figure out their goals, and I would probably take some notes on each of your challengers and make sure that you're writing down their goals, because when they're struggling, you can go ahead and remind them of their goals to make sure that they stick with it. I think it's totally reasonable to check in with your challengers once a week, at least. So I just kind of rotate through the names and go through and check in with each challenger in a cycle. So you want to check in with them, see how they're doing, because a lot of times people feel uncomfortable in group settings and they may not post that they're struggling, but once you reach out to them individually, they will tell you what they're struggling with, and that gives you opportunity to try to find them and help them and help find a solution for them, and hopefully keep them engaged in the group. So speaking of engagement, a couple of ways to kind of boost up the fun factor is, because I'm going to tell you, if you are bored in your challenge group, chances are that your challengers are bored as well. So you want to keep it fun by, you can do it in a couple different ways. First, to do little mini challenges. So for instance, I always recommend that people read a personal development book in my challenge group. I think that people who read personal development get a better mindset, and it's a mindset to kind of stick with things. So for instance, my mini challenge was share something that you have learned from your personal development recently. And I put everyone's name in a hat, and for those that participated, I did a drawing, and I sent a little personalized card with a bookmark that I got from Target. I got a 5-pack, it was less than $5, so I mean, it literally cost me next to nothing, but it was something special that I think that they'll appreciate, and it keeps the engagement up. You can also go behind the scenes and ask people, can you give a little bit of extra encouragement to so-and-so, and can you post this day perhaps, because I'm busy doing whatever. And that gives the challengers a little bit of ownership that this is theirs too. It's not just yours. So it is just as much their responsibility to keep this thing active and going as it is yours. Because in the end, like I said, it is a community. So those are a couple of ways to kind of keep the engagement up. And as far as content and promotional type things, so I don't do stock photos in my challenge group of products. I post about the products and programs that I have used and that I love, and then also success stories from products and programs that other challengers love. So I know that you may not have built up a large portfolio of success stories yet, but you can feel free to share any mental or emotional successes that you've had, or that even your coach or someone on your team has had. Those are all success stories that you can use in your group. So for instance, I love the pre-workout Energize, so I post about that a lot. I love the Shakeology boosts, I post about those, and a lot of my challengers drink the Shakeology boosts. So I would definitely post some informational type stuff, but mostly what it's done for you. So I post things like I absolutely love Shakeology because it's completely fixed my digestive problems. It's got rid of like the skin issues that I had, eczema. I don't have all the bad cravings. I used to eat dessert every single night after dinner. I don't do that anymore. Now it's just once in a while. And that's the other thing, is that you want to be real. You don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to like hide the fact that you ate a whole bag of Skinny Pop, which I did the other day. I posted about it. You want to be real, because in the end, they want to see that they can do it too, that you're not some kind of superhuman freak that has the biggest discipline and willpower ever, because we're not superhuman. We struggle just as much as they do. So in the end, you want to be a challenger with them. So when I do a post with a call to action, like post a selfie of you and 3 facts about you, I post my picture right there and I list my 3 facts. So I do the calls to actions right with them so that they know I'm just as much engaged as they are, and then they get to know you. And in that way, they're getting to know each other. So it's really important to post things, not just health and fitness, but also some ways for people to get to know each other, maybe some things that you enjoy or that you know your challengers enjoy. Just to keep them engaged in things other than about health and fitness, so that if they fall off for a day with their eating or with their workouts, that they don't completely ignore the group because they've fallen off. If you create a sense of community and a place where you're talking about each other and struggles, triumph, personal things, interests, then it's actually something that they are a part of. It's not just based around their health. It's part of their life. It's a community. It becomes like this sense of security place that they go to, that they can connect with people outside of just their health and fitness, just in their everyday life, to give them like to be valuable in other areas of their life as well. So those are some of the things that I also do in my group, just to make sure that it's a place that people want to go. And that's the end all be all, is to keep up their engagement in the group. And it is definitely a struggle, but you learn as you go. Your very first challenge group is not going to be perfect, and that is okay. Most important thing is that you try to think of a pain point that you relate with. Maybe it is binge eating, and you focus a lot about eating. So the other thing that I would recommend is that nutrition is 80% of the results that people are going to get. 20% is the exercise. So I really do try to post a lot about nutrition. It doesn't have to be just facts and figures. It can be recipes. So right now I'm doing a Halloween themed group. So my post on Tuesday is Trick or Treat Tuesday. So I post treats, recipes, things like that. So you always want to find fun ways to include recipe stuff, because people in the end struggle with the nutrition part the most. I think that's what you'll find, and it is 80% of their results. So you want to post about the containers, you want to post recipes, you want to post things that you struggled with, you want to post meal plans, and all of that information is available to you from Team Beachbody, and also in the training section of Team Beachbody, in the challenge group guides. So that's what I have on challenge groups right now. A couple other tips is, when you're closing out your groups, that you want to try to learn from what went right, what went wrong. Reach out to your challengers. You can do a form on Google Forms if you would like, but you don't need to. You can totally reach out one-on-one and ask them what they liked, what they didn't like, what they could benefit more from. I also post a post like that on Sundays. What do you want to see more of for next week? And that really helps people, because they have a sense of control over what content you're going to do as well. And also, I would ask for their plan moving forward. So you always want to say, are you going to stick with the same program? And for our group next month, are you going to pick a new program? If so, which one? Would you like to host your own challenge groups for your friends and family? So would they like to join your team? Or would you like to co-host a tandem group with me? And so maybe they refer people to you, or they do enroll as a coach and invite their friends and family, and you do a tandem group together. And also, if in the end they choose none of those and they decide, you know what, I'm not going to do my next group, then no matter what, you can ask this, but ask for referrals. So do you know anyone that would like to do the next group with you, or do you know anyone that would benefit from one of my health and fitness challenges? So that is how I close out the group. And of course, you always want to make sure that they're doing their before and after photos and submitting them to their photos, measurements, and weight, and submitting those to the beachbodychallenge.com so they get the free swag. So that's my tips on challenge groups. I know this is a very extensive topic, and this is probably a 2-part training, and I could go on forever about challenge groups, but that is basically the bare bones of the group. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I can do another video on answering some of your questions. All right, bye guys.